Today, we have the sensitive story of a man in a cape who just wants a little warmth. So he sends a giant sea monster to take over the Earth. That's right, it's Kraa, the sea monster. And we're continuing Kaiju Month with Kraa, the sea monster. It starts out with the man in the cape, Lord Doom. His minions coming in, saying they're all prepared for their next invasion, because Lord Doom wants his warmth. They're taking over a small planet that has little defenses called Earth. Because Earth only has atomic weapons, and atomic weapons are no match for Kraa. So they agree to send Kraa to Earth. But what about these Space Patrol? I think they're called the Space Patrol, something like that. They have a plan for the Space Patrol. So then we go to Space Patrol's base. 14 million light years, or 14 light years from Earth. As we meet our new person. As you'll notice, this new person is Curtis, played by Alison Lohman. How they got Alison Lohman in this movie, I have no idea. I mean, I think she was nominated for an Oscar at one point. I don't know how they got Alison Lohman in this movie. I mean, an actual actor in one of these movies. It's just scary. That'd be like if Richard Dreyfuss did a Red Band movie. Richard Dreyfuss in a full movie. I mean, that would just be weird. But yeah, Alison Lohman's in this movie as Curtis, who has psychic powers, and no one believes her until they see Kraa on his way to Earth, and Curtis uses her powers to find out where Kraa come from. He senses Lord Doom and the planet, and they figure it out. And then their base is attacked, and they're running out of auxiliary power. And the base will blow up in so many hours. I don't remember how many hours. I think it's like 10 or 12 or 14, something like that. Unless they fix it. But they have to get someone to go defeat Kraa. So they send Mogar, who's on a scouting mission. Then we go to Earth, and we see Kraa rising out of the water. Kraa looks kind of cool. And then we go to a biker coming into a closed diner ordering some tea. At which point, a pyramid-shaped thing crashes through the ceiling. The biker, we find out, has been to med school and has worked on a satellite or two. And then we meet Mogar, who looks like a turtle. Well, something a turtle, kind of a turtle. Something maybe you ate when you ate a turtle, you threw it up and still has a shell on it. They take Mogar back to their apartment. Well, the waitress does, the owner of the diner does. And the biker comes in with English books to teach Mogar English. Mogar reads them really fast and speaks English with an Italian accent, doing a better Mario than Mario did in the new Mario movie. But then we see government agents going into the diner, picking up the spacecraft, and figuring out where Mogar is. At which point they attack the diner lady's apartment, capture Mogar. The diner lady, who we find out her name is Alma, and Bobby the biker. Bobby the biker. That's a good name for a biker. Well, the Space Patrol is still down. And they go, well, what can we do? Kraa is on his way to the base. where they're captured and being interrogated. No one says a word about his mission. But Kraa is destroying the city on his way to the base. The lead government agent says wait to give the order, but Mogar has escaped. How a turtle thing escapes? I don't know. Maybe he's got some sort of turtley power. Maybe he's Mr. Turtle Man, being too turtle for a turtle club. So the people rush out of where the other two are being held interrogated, and Mogar comes in and gets them out. Says, I've found a way out, but Kraa is coming and we have to leave immediately. The head government agent issues an evacuation, and the government base is no more. Lord Doom is loving this. We don't see during a lot of this movie. But the Space Patrol has a plan. They're still trying to get their systems functional. And it goes on like that for a while. How they got Alison Lohman in this movie, I still don't know. She doesn't even put in that good a job acting in this movie. I think she just did this movie for the money, honestly. She is a talented actress. You just can't tell in this movie. So they make their way. So they decide, since the place in Naples that Mogar wanted to go has been destroyed, to get the weapon he needs to defeat Kraa, they're going to build the weapon. And Mogar just so happens to remember the sound the numbers made on the phone and what the guy said when he gave the orders on the phone. So they order the parts and say they're taking over a nuclear plant. And so then the head government agent guy hears about this plan because the Secretary of State asks him how it goes taking over the nuclear plant. So they rush there as Mogar, Bobby, and Alma have everything set up to shoot down Kraa with this magical, mystical weapon powered by a nuclear plant. But the power goes out at the nuclear plant. Well, not power, just some power. Power leading to the gun goes out. As the government agents are looking for Alma and Bobby and Mogar. They get the drop on Alma and Mogar, and they get the drop on Bobby as he's trying to restore power. But Kraa is almost there. So Alison Lohman, also known as Curtis, uses her psychic powers to stop Kraa. How she does this, I don't know. I mean, he's a lesser being. I mean, he's probably got a brain the size of a peanut. But she stops Kraa. Mogar takes out a government agent. Alma gets a gun. She goes to fight the lead government agent. Well, Bobby plugs in the power generator, and the gun fires. But wait, on the Space Patrol, they reroute the guns firing to the Space Patrol ship to power it up again, saving the Space Patrol ship planet thing. And then the Space Patrol ship fires a laser beam and destroys Kraa. Kraa's in this movie quite a bit, and I have to say, he is quite impressive. And then the Space Patrol goes, there's one last thing we have to take care of, Lord Doom. So they go to arrest Lord Doom. And we see a fight between the lead Space Patrol captain and a man in a cape. And the Space Patrol captain wins, and Lord Doom goes in a dog cage on the Space Patrol ship. And then in the end, they're all talking, and we find out Mogar can't go back to not speaking English in an Italian accent. And it's laughs all around. And that's the end. Now, I have to say about this movie is the Godzilla movie we all deserved in the 90s. Not that Matthew Broderick stuff where he's a reporter or a cameraman or whatever he was, taking pictures and reporting on stuff, and Godzilla got killed with bullets and missiles. We deserved a Godzilla who came out of sea and was run by an alien in a cape, destroying random shit, and only being destroyed by a spaceship with a laser beam. That's the Godzilla movie we deserved in the 90s. But we didn't get it. I will give this movie 13 out of 10 stars. It's a great movie, really entertaining. Still don't know how they got Alison Lohman in it. Really entertaining movie. It's on Freevee. It's on Tubi. It's on Freevee. It's on Tubi. Go watch it. It's Kraa, the Sea Monster. Great movie. Low budget. Like all the movies I do. Next week, Rodan.